Hey guys, so it's a new year. I kind of wanted to do like a year in review, chatty life type video, and I figured I'd do one kind of about van life and about my experiences because I realized that this March it'll be 2 years that I've been living in an RV/van. I got a comment, a very sweet comment, with some great suggestions on this topic, so I'm gonna kind of go off of that and also talk about some other stuff. So, one of their questions was, does it get lonely? Do you become bored? So, I've never had the biggest social circle just in general, whether I've been living in an apartment in the city or like a busy college town, literally anywhere. I'm not the best at making friends anyway. I would definitely say that van life has a lot less opportunity for friendship though. Like, I haven't met anyone on the road. I don't even know how I would go about doing that. I think that you can maintain a social circle and do van life. It kind of just depends how you do it. So me, I'm traveling a lot. I'm always kind of somewhere different. But some people stick to like one city or town, and it'll depend if that city or town is van life friendly. Some are and some aren't really, but some people kind of stick to one area and they can maintain their friend group or be around family that way, and they can still travel somewhere new every once in a while since they live in a vehicle. But it's nice too if you have friends in like different cities, different states even. You can go travel around and visit everybody, and that's kind of cool. But I definitely have not met anyone new in a long time. Do you get bored? That's an interesting question because absolutely, it seems like an exciting life, but I definitely do get bored. So a lot of the times, well, sometimes there's no internet access and it's just you, your thoughts, and nature. And that can be nice. People say that that's good for you. They say that's what you need to like unplug from social media for a while and just like sit in nature. But do you know what happens to your brain? To my brain at least, if you do that for too long. Do you know how many situations I have just spent so much time overthinking? Do you know how many fake scenarios I've come up with in my head? Sometimes you just don't need that much time to think. I think everything in moderation is good. I think this will look a little bit different depending on what type of person you are, but I think in general, everyone needs alone time. Everyone also needs social time, time to slow down and think, and time for distractions and mentally stimulating media or activities. If safety is ever an issue. For me, so I travel with my boyfriend, and I also have never done the van life in a big city. I don't know if I could ever do that. There are definitely people who do. I'd be worried about, break-ins, running into problems with law enforcement, running into sketchy people. I don't know. Personally, like, I'm always pretty far out in nature, and most places that are very remote feel pretty safe. I mean, I've definitely heard horror stories. There are crazy people out there and you never know what can happen, but overall it does feel really safe. I think if I was traveling completely alone, I would feel a little bit more scared, but I think traveling with a partner can definitely make things feel a lot more safe. The thing is, like, if you get somewhere and you feel a sketchy vibe, you can always just kind of leave, You are in a vehicle. Plans and thoughts about the future. So I don't really have those. Everything is very last minute with this life, at least for me. I don't really plan anything out. And I also think that this is something I definitely wanted to touch on a little bit about van life. It is very, very different depending on what kind of van or RV you have. For our first year of van life, we had a very cheap RV with, so pretty much nothing, like pretty much a bed. We eventually got the toilet working and the shower, but the water tank was really small, so like we had to be very careful with showers. Like sometimes I would have to go just too long without showering, like longer than I was comfortable, and always feeling like dirty and gross, and there was no like electrical situation, so anything you wanted to plug in, you'd have to do the generator, which is super loud. We did get into solar. Solar is great, but it doesn't power everything. It can't power things that require a lot of power, so if I wanted to like plug my laptop in for a long time to like play games, I would probably use all the solar if I just left it plugged in for like hours. Just like a lot of extra steps to do things that you wouldn't think about if you were just like living in a house. But that's the sacrifice you make to be able to go see things and to be able to travel and spend time in nature and all that. But I will say, we upgraded to a nicer RV and life has been very different. I can definitely have more things I want. Like I can plug in my ring light whenever I want to, just casually go on my laptop, have a hot shower that's ready like pretty quickly. I definitely think there's only like a certain type of person that could go a really long time living in a more basic van or bus or RV situation. But people definitely do it. Things are definitely more simple now though. I have had a lot less crying with panic over van related issues. Overall, it's definitely like not the easiest life, even though it seems that way. And like, I'm sure you guys know this, but van life influencers, of course, show their highlight reel because, of course, like, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they show the beautiful things that they've experienced? There's definitely a lot of struggle that comes with it because you have to like figure everything out. Whereas in a house, you don't really think about like your water and your electric. I mean, you pay the bills, right? But you don't think about where it's coming from that deeply, usually. So yeah, I plan to keep doing this for a long time. I don't know how long, but now that I'm in a more comfortable situation, I don't know, I'm chilling. I'm happy. So I hope that was interesting and answered some of your curiosities. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys who support me and leave comments and say that you enjoy these videos are the best. Thank you so much. I'm feeling so different with this hair. Okay, see you guys in the next video. Peace.